last we left off, you guys got back. We're talking about heading to the village, which is on the way to. I can't remember the name of the manor. The Skeleton Manor, I believe, or the House of Skeletons, or something like that. I will remember it later. By that I mean I'll probably harass T for the name later, because I forgot to write it down. At this point, T knows more about the campaign than I do, but
it's true.
So you guys were told about that as the location. You had a semi-formal introduction with the Guardian. You guys got the Nether Eye, met the priestess of the Nether and Ashen Vault, and now are kind of back at your base. You have just gotten a new home that was built for you by Kiana, and Morden is very determined to split up the party. Anyway, what are you guys up to?
Harmon is fiddling with some paper and pen and determining how far this village is. And he does some figures and 616 carry it.
You know it. You were told multiple times that it was about 15 kilometers away.
He comes up with the exact answer.
1.5
it is 1,553 meters. Yay.
Yeah.
So 1.5 kilometers.
Wow.
So it's not too far, but with the train and DM's rules, it's going to take about at least a day or two of travel.
Oh, at least. Plenty of mining time.
I guess is that as the crow flies.
I don't know what that means, but okay.
What?
You've
Really?
never heard that before?
Not off the top of my head.
Crows would fly from a place to another place in a straight line.
Okay.
Whereas if we were walking it, we'd have to follow the contours of the ground and, over rivers and around hills and whatnot.
Over the river and through the woods?
To grandmother's house we go?
We could, if we wanted to.
Your grandmother's dead.
Wow.
Everyone we know is dead.
Dude, I thought you were taking a shot at, Jack himself for a second. I was like, dude.
No, this is in game.
Okay.
In character.
Thank you for the specification. I was like, dude, that was far. I get you don't like Wolf, but what the heck did Jackal do?
No, in character, totally.
Yes.
Well, if no one else is gonna do anything, I'm gonna go outside and start chopping down a tree or two, please.
All right, and what can I actually be using?
This is just a stone axe.
All right, please roll a d20 plus 2.
Oh, that's a big number. 8.
Ooh, that is a really big number.
That's a huge
You
number.
get 1, 2. You get 2 logs, and you knock over part of a tree. So now there's a giant tree on the ground.
What type of logs are these?
Birch.
Birch. All right, that is awesome. Thank you very much.
You're very welcome. Anyone else would like to do anything?
Harmon suggests to Wolof that we begin heading out.
So you think we should just go to the House of Bones?
Well,
no, I believe we were going to go visit the village close by that our DM has spent so much time making so many characters for. It would be a shame for us not to actually go and visit the village now.
Harmon in game says, "Who is this DM that you speak?"
Obviously,
it's his district manager.
Yeah, there you go. That I'll accept that answer. Because I'm not going to be very good at coming up with stuff on my own today. So.
May the odds be ever in your favor.
We were about to embark on the quest to the village.
Yes.
Because we have given up on convincing Morden to come with us, right?
Yeah, we tried to roll for persuasion, but that failed.
We tried to roll for picking him up and carrying him with us, but that didn't go too well either.
Did we actually do that? I didn't think we actually tried that.
You're welcome to.
No, don't try me.
No, he's made his own decision. It's if he wishes to, root around in the dirt for whatever it is that he's looking for, the rest of us should continue on and perhaps collect some supplies for our future quest to the House of Bones, which I fear may be more dangerous than we anticipate.
I'm gonna go chop more wood.
All right, make a d20 plus the 2 for stone axe.
Oh, good. I get to re-roll that one. 13.
1, 2, 3. So you get 3 birch and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 oak.
Oh wow. Good.
Wow. That chop hit 2 trees.
That was a great swing. I'm getting better at this.
You guys haven't been able to tell from like the 20 odd logs you guys get sometimes that you guys are cutting multiple?
Maybe they're a really big tree.
Yes, every time you guys get a large number, it happens to be a large tree that naturally spawned.
Nice. Well, is anyone? Are you guys leaving?
I thought we were, but
Arlen opens walks down the hall and exits the building and looks around for the orientation and faces the direction of the village.
I better go chase after him. I don't want him getting in trouble.
I will follow my companions. Good morning. We will be back. This is still early morning, right?
Yeah, it's still a pretty early morning. You guys are just kind of woken up or have been up for a few little while.
Good morning. Will you wait for us here, or will you catch up with us once you are, satiated with your earthly desires here?
Depends on my mood.
Because this, out of character, this village is on the way to the House of Bones, correct?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, so perhaps once you are done, you should meet up with us at this village. We will await your presence there.
Bye.
I will accept that as a fare thee well.
Okay. DM was just trying to make sure I knew the way to the village because I forgot to check before the game. I figured it out. Okay. All right. So here's what we're gonna do. We're going to have it so I'm gonna set a timer on my phone. If at any point this seems unfair, let me know and we can switch it up.
Okay? I don't feel like I'm mining enough right now.
Oh, I'm so sorry. All right, and timer is starting. Now moving to traveling group. So you guys travel, and as per usual, you guys are met with the normal brush and trees and flowers and all that fun stuff. Every once in a while, you see a chicken, and Jackal is reminded of his horrible murder he committed.
No, Woldolf is reminded of it. Jackal knows it all. He doesn't need to be reminded.
Woldolf is reminded.
Sorry.
You guys travel. You find a pond every once in a while. The terrain seems pretty smooth, actually, minus like a few trees here and there. Every once in a while there'll be like a sheep or a cow or a pig, and you guys travel for about a day.
I like to cast vicious mockery at the sheep.
I'm sorry, is it a save or suck?
It is a wisdom saving throw.
That's a fail. It's a 5.
Sheep takes 2 damage.
What do you say to the sheep?
I say, yeah, look at you, dumb little sheep. You're the dumbest animal on the planet.
You notice the sheep kind of stops, looks up for a second, looks kind of around, and looks terrified, and just bolts.
Good job scaring the local wildlife there, good Harmon. Perhaps you might wish to keep that mischievous nature of yours in check once we come upon this village. We do not want to scare the villagers, I would say.
Oh yeah, that's fine.
All right, and do you guys continue on?
Yes,
we
continue
just something
on.
To keep the journey interesting. I'll behave myself when we get to the village.
Okay, as you guys are traveling, you kind of get to you come back to the Shocker mountain range. as you guys tend to keep finding yourselves on. This time, it seems to be on the further end, in comparison to the last one you went. And as you guys get to the top of the first initial kind of hill, you notice that there seems to be a lot of caves here.
Do we have to pass by the caves to
You can
continue
kind of
on?
wander over them, but they just kind of mainly go just kind of dip in from the ground, around, almost in a weird 5 points of the star kind of thing, if that makes sense.
5 holes in the ground in a star shape?
Roughly, yeah.
Do they appear to be man-made in any way?
No. They're very much regular caves.
Okay. Do we see any indication of any human activity there, or?
No.
Okay.
You guys literally walked for an hour. You guys probably would have been able to tell if there's people here before that.
All right, but there's no camp or mine thing set up, or?
No, there's not.
Harmon went to stand at the grass block. It's at the southernmost hole, and just and investigate with my eyes what's in the cave hole.
Make an investigation check.
Did you want the coordinates of that grass block?
No, it's 18.
It's stone.
Okay.
There doesn't seem to be anything immediate in any of the caves, except for maybe gravel or andesite or granite or diorite.
Okay, I see no reason to go into these caves, so I suggest we keep moving.
I agree with. I think we should keep them in mind, but we should proceed on to the village before we waste too much of the day.
Yep.
Right. See how much farther we can get.
All right. Let me just make sure I'm going the right way. As you guys kind of start to go, you notice that there seems to be far more spruce trees growing. The trees are very tall. Seem to be also very heavy and large in comparison to the normal birch and oak trees you guys can see. As you guys continue, you come across a lot more dips and kind of mini valleys around the area. Along with some sugarcane you guys will find planted along some of the banks.
I'm gonna harvest some sugarcane.
All right. I'm just gonna say you get it. I'm not gonna keep roll for that.
How many did I get?
Let me check. You got 9.
Awesome.
You guys continue on, and eventually, you notice it starts to get darker, and the sun begins setting. What would you like to do?
We should companions? Perhaps we should. I'm sorry. How far away are we from the village? Do we have an idea?
Currently, if you guys look at the map you were given by Kiana, you're at about -1000, -591.
How far is that away? The village is the 650.
No,
181.
-13.
That's the village.
Yes.
I thought that was the
Still got a
bone
way
hut.
to go.
Perhaps we should find some shelter there, companions. Do we see any caves in this area?
Looking around. Make a perception check. Or no, sorry, investigation, because you're actually looking for something.
Investigation. That is a 12.
Not in this area, although you've seen a lot of caves. It seems that in this one area, because it's kind of more, it's like a weird singular mountain that kind of dips in to a river around both sides of it. There's not really any caves here.
Perhaps we could find a defensible position first and make a plan off of that.
Yes. Well, we don't have any caves.
There are a lot of trees around the area.
Sorry?
There's a lot of trees around the area, so just and little bits of pond area that kind of go underground, and kind of more They're not active caves, but they do kind of create a little bit of a covering.
Do we have time to put together a quick shelter?
I would say yes. You have enough time.
Okay. Perhaps we should put together a lean-to of sorts, or certainly nothing overly fancy. But what say everybody else?
Well, we could
just dig down 3 and dig out a space enough for beds.